Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. In the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Most Merciful. I welcome you with the Islamic greeting. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. May Allah's peace and blessings be on all of you. Dear viewers, I welcome you to another in this series, Understanding Islam. And in this segment, we will be looking at one of the evidences, one of the many evidences, which will, God willing, convince you that Islam is the true religion of God. As I mentioned in the early segment, the previous segment, every religion claims that theirs is the true way. Islam is no different in that respect. However, as I said, for us to judge, we find ourselves in this situation of doubt. Well, in fact, which is the correct religion? Everybody claims that their religion is the true religion. Maybe it's better for me just to stick with the one that my parents brought me up with. That's what I'm comfortable with. This is what's easy for me. However, God gave us intelligence. What is comfortable for us may not be the correct thing. We have to judge right and wrong according to our reason, which is the product of our intelligence. God did not give us this faculty which separates us from the animals, from the rest of the animal world. He did not give it to us for nothing. Not just merely to put materials together, to build homes, to make cars, to do jobs, etc. This is not the purpose of that intelligence, the sole purpose. We benefit in this capacity. However, if we look in the animal world, we see the animals building homes, raising families, modifying the environment to various degrees as they need. So this use of intelligence is not the primary use. Otherwise, we are no different from the animals. The primary use of intelligence here is to distinguish between right and wrong. God gave us this faculty. So when it comes to religion, we use the intelligence when it comes to things concerning our daily work. If we have to choose a job, we choose the job which will give us the most benefit, material benefit, which has the most amenities. A car comes along with it, or 2 months vacation instead of one month. So we're using our intelligence to choose here in the material world. But when it comes to religion, oftentimes people don't want to use that intelligence. They say, well, this is not what I'm used to. My family, I was raised as this, everybody in my area, they were this, and that's what I better be. No. We don't deal with our material life in this fashion. And this material life is a very short period of time that we're on the earth. A short period of time and we're gone. We cannot take the things of this material life with us. We all know that. What we will take with us is the true religion of God. If we follow that religion, that's what we will take with us out of this life. And that is what will provide for us a life of everlasting bliss in the next life. The true religion of God. So we cannot afford to be very lackadaisical with this issue of religion. We cannot say, oh, religion, it's a private thing. No. Religion is a public and important thing. Not so important that we only use it in our families, we only in our communities. So no, it is important in that it should affect all aspects of our lives. It is a public thing. It is the way for salvation. We cannot afford to play around with our future. Therefore, dear viewers, we must use our intelligence put aside the emotions, put aside our environment, the environment which we grew up in, and use the faculty which God gave us to distinguish right from wrong. Islam states categorically that it is the true religion of God. And it presents for you a series of evidences. In this segment, we will look at one of those evidences. The first, the name Islam. If we look at the various religions, we find that the name of the religion itself was never given by the founder of the religion. That is, Hindus. Hinduism, this is the name given to people who came from the Indus Valley. India, Hindu, it is a name of a people and place. If we look at Christianity, it's named after Christ, Jesus Christ. Jesus never told his followers, your religion is Christianity. Look at Judaism. Judaism is named after the tribe of Judah, one of the 12 tribes. Moses and subsequent prophets never told their followers that your religion is Judaism. These were names given at later periods of time. And so on, if we look into the various other systems, the other religions, Confucianism, etc., they're either named after the founders themselves, named after them, or the area in which they evolved, developed, or they were given based on some physical trait, etc., of the people. However, when we look at Islam, what we find is not this same situation. We find that the name Islam is not the name of a people, not the name of a place, but it is the name of the central pillar or central concept of the religion itself. Its name, Islam, is the name in Arabic for the principle of submitting one's will to the will of God. Islam means fundamentally submission, that we submit our wills to the will of God. It also means peace. The term peace comes from it. Islam, salam. You hear in our greetings, salam alaikum, peace be unto you. Salam comes from Islam. Because when one submits one's will to God, then one attains true peace. This is where contentment and peace comes from. Submission of one's will to God. Knowing that whatever takes place in this life, it is according to the destiny of God. What God has chosen in our lives, it's for our own good. And that what is required of us is only to choose what we know to be correct in each and every incident of our lives. Correct meaning what God has identified as correct, avoiding what God has identified as incorrect. Because if we are to choose merely according to how we feel, we may feel that something is correct because it is pleasing to us, pleasing